Hello, Liliana. Good afternoon. I am here for the session in the afternoon, as usual, waiting for my students to get here. I just send the links. Thank you. Good afternoon, my friends. It's a pleasure to have you here today. It's nice to have Diego again and Patricia. Would you please let me see your faces and say hello? How are you, Patricia, this time?
Hello, teacher. I am fine. And you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Thank you.
Okay.
Diego, you are there? We can
Hello,
see
teacher.
you.
I am here, but I don't know what happened with my camera. Um,
Oh, neither do I. I just
yeah,
see a ghost. I don't see
yeah,
any humans.
yeah. But I'm here. I don't know what happened. It must it's my computer or maybe the connection because today they are still working on it and the internet connection is very bad those days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but maybe it's my
Okay,
computer. I
super.
need to share what is the problem.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it seems to me that I'm speaking to a ghost. I see nobody.
Yeah, I'm going to check again what happened. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, I don't think we have a big problem if we can see your face. Most of the time, you cannot see my face either. So the important thing here is that we can listen to each other and that we have the possibility to participate. Okay, so don't
Okay,
worry, Diego.
okay. Thank you, teacher.
Catherine asked me the favor to be transferred to the morning group, so she participated this morning. She
Okay,
can't be here in the afternoons anymore. So only Diego, Patricia, and Vivi. Viviana, I don't know what's going on with her. She was absent from the previous session, and we only had Patricia. Patricia, so it's your turn. It's your responsibility to update Father Diego, okay? Please, Patricia, tell Diego what we did in the previous session. Proceed.
Okay, Diego. In the last session, we were working about the modal verbs, uh, mainly can in its in its negative and affirmative form. Um, but we were working to about the connectors like and or I don't remember the other,
But,
but but mainly we were working about the modal verb can can no more.
okay, thank you. Well, Diego, in the previous session, as Patricia said, we had the opportunity to start working with modal verbs. And that day, we worked can, the two perspectives, which are expressing ability and expressing possibility. We had the chance to do affirmative, negative questions. We did several exercises in written form, affirmative form. We come to realize about the skills and the abilities people have. All the students had the chance to get to know me a little bit more about my talents. I could describe all the actions I'm able to do. Also, we made brief descriptions of the abilities of the students in affirmative. They also had the chance to say what they can or what they can't do in certain moments. And we discovered that we are very talented here. Talented people is what we have here. Like Vivi. Hello, Vivi. It's
Hi,
a miracle to see you. How are you today?
fine, thank you. How are you?
Missing you. It's a miracle to see you here.
I'm always here.
But you were not here in the previous session. What happened?
Because it was a holiday. And when it's holiday, Sunday or Saturdays, I disconnect myself of everything because I need to rest, to relax, because I was sick because of too much stress.
Wow. So this is stressing for you. I think these encounters make you feel relaxed, make you feel happy.
Okay, no, it's not stressing, but is something about the university and that's a task.
No, these are excuses. Everything is known. Todo se supo, Vivi. Todo se supo. Everything is known that this is stressing, and the teacher and your partners are stressful. Okay, good to know. So you're not going to be here on Monday. Monday, we have a new holiday.
New holiday, interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I would also like to have the chance to go away from home and do something different. But the times are getting short and there is no time to go farther. I think we have 2 more weeks for these encounters, so we have to complete the hours that are required. So I need to make sure if we are going to continue for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not sure about that. I have to take a look at the web conference. Teacher Liliana sent us the link, and I still haven't seen the web conference. So I need to get some information about the things that we are covering in these days, okay? Well, so as an introductory section, we worked and started with possibilities and abilities using can't, and the questions can you. You knew more about me, about my skills and abilities, and how talented the teacher is, and how talented you are as a student, okay? So for today we have session 2 with modal verbs, but this time is different. We are going to concentrate on a new word which is for expressing advice or suggestions when we make suggestions. Diego, how can you make suggestions or how can you give advice in English?
Uh, with bird shoot.
No more?
Um, no, I
Okay,
don't
no
remember
more.
more in this. Yeah.
It's no problem. Baby, when you hear the word suggestions or advice, what is the right word to use in English?
Okay, should is one and must another one.
Thank you. Patricia, you know something about giving advice or making suggestions?
I believe that should and not.
Okay, that's right. That's what I wanted to hear. That's the right word is should. Must, we're not going to cover must today because must is for obligation and today we are giving advice. We had a very funny session this morning. We laughed a lot because you are counselors, right? But it's going to get ahead, so relax. Well, I'm going to open the file, the PowerPoint file. Give me some time. I'm opening the file so you're able to take a look at that information. Okay, here it is. Vivi, can you please read the information you read on the screen?
Okay, modal verbs expressing advice, suggestion. We give advice or make suggestions when we want to express our opinions on something.
Okay, thank you. It's my time. We give advice or make suggestions when we want to express our opinions on something. Well, we have two keywords here. The keywords are advice. Advice in Spanish is consejo. Expressing advice is dando consejos. Or expressing suggestions. Suggestions, it's a count noun, so we can give two or three suggestions, plural form, but the word advice is always singular, so it's not possible to say an advice. Expressing an advice or expressing one advice. Instead of using a or an or one, we have to say some advice, because the word advice it's an irregular word. Okay, so it's a non-count noun. Now let's take a look at the following examples just to have a general idea of what giving advice or making suggestions is. Well, the first example we have Harry. Oh, this is something I created this morning. So this is Harry should. Okay, because I told the other students about the contracted form. So I use the apostrophe, but I forgot to put it back. So here is should. Here is also should. Okay, my friends. So now we have Harry. Harry should get a job to get money and provide for his family. Number two, Kelly should forget John and find a new man to love. Number three, Tom should go on vacation because he works hard and he needs some rest. Okay, I want you to take a look very carefully at those examples and try to, to tell me what you get from these ones. Please analyze the pictures, analyze the sentences, and let me know and let the group know about how you understand this advice and suggestion. Please. Okay, Diego, tell me what can you see on these examples? Tell us a general overview, a
Okay.
general idea of what you get from these examples.
Yeah. Okay. In this example, we can see the structure, the subject, plus the moral verb should, plus the verb, the main verb in the infinite form, and the the complement of the sentence.
Okay, that's what you get from that. Vivi, what can you get from these examples?
Um, okay, when you use should, uh, you don't use to.
Uh-huh.
Okay, another thing. Okay, the those are expressions to give an advice,
To give some advice,
some
remember, not
advice,
an advice.
some advice.
Thank you, Patricia. What can you get from these examples?
And in the three examples, I consider that the according the picture, that sentence is good because is a recommendation for the for he because he needs some rest because he worked out. And so for me, the picture is according that sentence.
Okay, so we need to go further and make some kind of analysis of the actions. Well, as you can see in all these three pictures, there is something bad going on. There is something stressing. There is something that is affecting people, right? So it is the time when we need to give advice or we make suggestions to somebody. In this case, in the first one, we say that Harry should get a job. So we can infer that Harry is not working at the moment. Take a look at this picture that he has his empty pockets. There's no money in his pockets. So it's a difficult situation, it's a hard situation, and it's something that is affecting that person, that in this case is Harry, right? So Harry should get a job to get money and provide for his family, okay? So when people are living hard times, it is the time when somebody, a friend or a relative, needs to express some advice or make suggestions or our friends, okay? Now let's take a look at the second picture where we have Kelly. Kelly should forget John. That short information, we can infer that she's having problems in love, right? Maybe John uh, is a hard man, and she has to deal with him. Difficult situations are going on these days for Kelly, right? So Kelly should forget John and find a new man to love. So we can clarify that the possible solution is to find a new man to love, as in the first example, get money and provide for his family, right? And the last one, we have Tom. Tom should go on vacation. So we can infer that he works too hard. He's working every day. He's working 18 hours a day, right? Too much work. So the advice we can give him is that he should go on vacation. Tom
Okay,
should
now
go.
you understand me, right?
Don't say that. Don't say that. You're not Tom. You will have your time to defend yourself, baby. Okay, Tom should go on vacation because he works hard and he needs some rest. Okay, do you understand that sometimes when we give advice is because of somebody is having hard times? Is that clear, Diego?
Yes, teacher, is clear for me.
Okay, you can or you want to add more information about what I'm saying?
No, teacher.
No? It's okay, baby?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that you can give advice in good situations too. For
Okay,
example, if you are
really?
on vacation and you tell a person you should visit this place or you should do this or that.
Uh-huh, that's right. Yeah, you can make suggestions, affirmative or positive suggestions. Patricia, did you get something else from the picture or something about that?
Teacher, for me is clear, but about the structures, I have a question.
Tell me.
After the shoot, um, I can to put the preposition to for that verb is in the
No, no, it's a mistake because as Bibi said, there is no need to use preposition to. Harry should to get, or Kelly should to forget, or Tom should to go. No, it is not possible to use preposition to. Okay, between the modal verb and the main verb. So you put them together. Should get, should forget, should go. Okay.
okay. Okay, then.
Okay, never. Never use preposition to before or after. Well, let's take a look at the next one. But this time in silence, you are going to read the three examples and please tell me what you get from these examples.
For who, teacher?
Huh?
For who? Is for me?
Not for everybody. For
Oh,
Diego, for Vivi, and for you. Okay, Diego, tell us. What can you get from these sentences and the pictures?
Yeah, teacher. Here the suggestion is not directly, and we can is is a mm, is a directly with for person, but not, and the suggestion is not directly for her. Maybe it's a open suggestion. Melissa should calm down and speak with her husband about her problems, but not it's a
Gossiping.
sorry.
Gossiping.
Yeah.
Vivi, you are cruel today. You are cruel. What did you eat for lunch today? Huh? Crabs? Did you eat crabs for lunch? Very, very aggressive today.
She needs the
Yeah,
new
yeah,
leg next
she's
month.
mean today.
Yeah.
Okay, Vivi, tell us, what did you get from these examples?
Okay, what you said before, all of these people have some situation to solve. So, uh, so another person can see the solution and tell.
Okay, that's right. Patricia, you want to say something else?
I understand that is in this case is a suggestion, but um, from the desde un punto de vista o de su
From my
punto de vista,
perspective, from my point of view.
yes, for other person.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Well, my friends, if we compare this slide with the previous one, we have hard situations. We can see people suffering or people having a bad time, right? In this case, we have Melissa, and the advice or suggestion somebody says is Melissa should calm down. It is the first part of the solution. Calm down. Melissa should calm down and speak with her husband about her problems. So the first thing she has to do is to calm down, right? So it's the first part or the introductory section for the solution. In Billy, in example 2, Billy should go to the dentist because he has a swollen face. Do you understand that word, swollen, or complete sentence, a swollen face?
Yeah.
What is that?
Hinchado.
Hinchada, that's right. Because, porque él tiene la cara hinchada. So he should go to the dentist. That's the bad or sad situation for Billy. And finally, we have Steffi. Look at her face. Steffi should take some Alka-Seltzer for her stomach ache, right? And happy faces is what we can see in this slide, in the previous slide, worried or concentrated, too much concentration, and all these situations are affecting the people. And the first part of the solution is after should. Don't forget that when we get immersed in problems and we give advice or make suggestions, The first part is the initial, or is the first quota for giving a possible solution. Well, and as Vivi said, you get ahead from my question. So, Diego, do you think that when we use the word should is always for bad situations, or you think the same as Vivi?
Yes, I think the Vivid is right when he say that um, you can use should to suggest something in a good terms.
Okay, that's right. So
Yeah.
it's not always necessary to have a terrible time to give advice. Let's take a look at the following slides. Okay, this time we have rich people. We are speaking in general. The previous ones individually. At this time we have rich people, and look at his face. It's a happy face what he has. Rich people should invest some money in good businesses. You know that the more money they have, the more money they want to have, right? So rich people always try to get more and more and more, and telling them to get good businesses or make good businesses and invest money, they will be always willing to do so. The next one is another good idea. The government of Colombia should create social programs to benefit poor people. I would say that should create more social programs. There are some social programs in the present time, but they are not necessary. They are not, enough. This kind of help is not enough. So I would say that the government of Colombia should create more social programs to benefit poor people, but you know, people steal the money for the poor, and that's what we have the problem right here with the canasta familiar. And finally, we have people should love, protect, and feed the street animals. The idea is great because we should love, protect, and feed animals, especially dogs and cats, which live in the streets. Right? So we can also see that should invest, should create, should love, protect, and feed are good ideas, right? And the situation there is not terrible because the proposal for solutions are good ideas and good suggestions. Is that clear, Vivi? Is this connected with what you said?
Yes, could be.
Okay, could be. Diego?
Yeah, it's right. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, Patricia?
Yes,
Okay, so everybody agrees that we can use should
Mhm.
in good times and we can use should in bad
In
times.
bad times.
Okay, perfect. That's right. So, as Diego and Bibi were not here in the previous session where I clarified about the use of can and can't, let me remind you that we can take these modal verbs in general forms, in general ways. When we use in general, it's in plural forms, okay? So that's why I'm telling here rich people. Rich people is a group of persons. The government of Colombia, it means a group of people. People should love it, right? So it's general. And the first two slides, Harry, Kelly, Tom, Melissa, Billy, Steffi are individually, okay? So we can work out modal verbs individually or in general forms. Well, now we have the negative forms. You can see this time we have shouldn't. Shouldn't is the contracted form of should not. Some people say children should not, or women should not, students should not. But let me tell you that I prefer using the contracted form shouldn't. So the first example reads that children shouldn't be mean to other people or other children. For example, two women shouldn't wear too much jewelry because it's dangerous. and the students shouldn't cheat during a test or an evaluation. So what can you get from these examples, Father Diego?
Yeah, here we can see again a suggestion, but the suggestion is manifest the action shouldn't uh, be uh, be do. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because
But these
yeah,
actions are difficult or for difficult times or for uh, easy times.
is to prevent something.
Okay, is to
Yeah,
prevent something bad. That's
something.
right.
Yes,
That's right. So it's to prevent. That's the right word I needed to listen to. So children shouldn't be mean. Today, children are raising up without the presence of a father or a mother. And God's plan, is that children grow up in a family that is composed by the father and a mother, right? Unfortunately, many families in the world are broken and they only have the presence of a mother. And children do not respect. Many children do not respect people or they do not follow the rules or instructions. That's why I am telling you, children shouldn't be mean. Shouldn't be mean is like saying, no deberían ser patanes, no deberían ser groseros, right? Children shouldn't be mean to other people or other children. How about the second one, Bibi? How do you understand the next one related to women?
Okay, women shouldn't wear too much jewelry because it's dangerous. That's true because there are too many thieves out there, and sometimes
Uh-huh.
they get confused. They think that's gold.
Well, you can get hurt, right?
Yes.
And this advice is not only for women, for men too, right? But I
yeah,
just selected women, so everybody have to be aware and shouldn't wear too much jewelry because it's dangerous. Insecurity all around. Well, people kill to rob other people, so it's just for self-protection. So women and men or people in general shouldn't wear too much jewelry because it's dangerous. And finally, you are students. I am a student too. In general, students shouldn't cheat during a test or an evaluation. What is your opinion about this one, Patricia?
I can say that is like an alert for day. It's an alert for day.
It's not allowed for them. So it's advisable not to do that. And as students, we cheat in front of the teacher or behind the teacher. Anyway, students cheat. They have their chances and they cheat. I hope you don't cheat on me, okay? On my tests. There is an exam coming soon, and that is a sin. Is that right, Father?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a deadly sin if you cheat on the test or the exam you are going to take in 2 weeks. Okay, so never consider cheating on a test. Okay, that's the introductory section for general and individually. Now, as you are taking part of my life, I need to tell you more information about my person. Okay, so it's wonderful to know about that. Well, so you please take some paper, take a pen or a pencil. If you don't have some near you, please get some paper because we are going to write and speak a lot in the following exercises.
Wait a moment.
Sure. Patricia is always ready. She always gets paper and a pen before the session. That's good. Okay, let's read the first example. The first exercise. Modal verbs give the teacher some advice on these things. What should he do or what shouldn't he do? Now you're going to take it personally. You are going to talk to me. Okay, you are going to be counselors. You're going to be what's that? Psychologists. You are going to be priests, and you are going to advise this teacher who is speaking to you today. Well, there are 16, 18 possibilities for advice. You please select 3 for you should and select another 3 for you shouldn't. If you want to expand information and say why, you are free to, okay? So in 5 minutes, you're going to select 3 for you should and 3 for you shouldn't, okay? So
Okay.
please proceed. Diego, are you ready for giving me some advice?
No yet, teacher.
Okay, keep going. Are you ready, Phoebe?
I'm ready.
Okay, you are ready. Diego, you finished?
Almost, teacher. I work in the last one.
Am I pushing you too much? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry if I ever push you. Okay, Bibi, you are a psychologist, you are a counselor, you are my best friend. So please give me some advice or make some
Okay.
suggestions, all right? Please.
Okay, Nelson, you should go on vacation. That's good for your health.
Okay,
Another one. You
yeah,
should ignore bad comments. Don't pay attention to that.
okay.
And you should go to church.
Wow, I should go to church.
Yeah.
A negative.
Negative, okay. You shouldn't tell lies. You shouldn't buy a new car. You should use a bicycle. And you shouldn't buy bottle because that's a
Wow.
waste of money.
Okay, so that's why it's important to say why, right? Sometimes it's necessary to clarify why we give some advice. Okay, I will consider these things. Okay,
Okay.
I don't promise anything, but I try to follow your advice.
Okay.
Diego, as a
Okay.
father, talk to me as a Catholic father. I am listening to you.
Yes, teacher. You should buy a new car because the old one is very dangerous.
Okay.
You should go on vacation because your work is very hard and stressful.
Okay.
And you should have another baby before you get older.
No! Don't say that, Diego. Don't say that. Okay.
Okay, and the
Now
negatives.
the negative ones.
Okay, you shouldn't work on weekends because you need rest.
Oh
You
yeah.
shouldn't ignore bad comments because they help to move forward. And you
Uh-huh.
shouldn't tell lies are not useful.
Okay, Father. I don't promise anything, but I will keep those those ideas,
But
those
yeah,
suggestions in
take in
mind.
mind they have another baby.
There are too
No, no,
many
no, no,
people, too
no, no,
much
no,
people
no.
in the world.
No, yeah, much population, much population. Okay, Patricia, you talk to me as my best friend and tell me, give me some suggestions.
Okay, my suggestion are, Nelson, you should go to the doctor for your flu.
Okay.
Teacher, you should go on vacation because his work is quite hard.
Uh-huh.
And, and now the negative.
Okay.
You shouldn't buy a new car because these are expensive.
Uh-huh.
Um, you should go to church because that place is for good people.
Good. Church is for bad people, right? It's not for angels, it's for demons and these things.
I'm sorry, but
Okay.
I don't have other vocabulary. I'm sorry.
Okay, now later I will clarify on this vocabulary or words you probably don't understand. Okay, my friends, I agree with you on going on vacation. The three of you told me to go on vacation, so I will be going on vacation in December. I am going away on vacation for 3 weeks. I need
Oh,
to rest.
okay.
And I'm taking my whole family, and we are traveling, and we are expecting those days and go on vacation. The other ones, I will consider them, okay?
Okay.
Now it's my turn. I am the psychologist. I am your friend. I am the teacher who loves his students. Okay, for
Okay.
Diego,
Yeah.
I'm going to give every one of you a positive or affirmative advice and a negative uh, advice, okay? So
Okay.
listen to them. Diego, also, you should go on vacation because you work so hard every day, 24/7. So
Yeah.
definitely go on vacation,
Yes.
father, because it's necessary to take a second breath.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't buy a new car. The one you have is still in good conditions, okay? So don't buy a new car.
Okay. Let me see.
For Viviana, Vivi, you should have another baby.
No.
Yeah.
Babies are beautiful, and no matter if population in the world is so huge. That's my advice. Have another baby.
Babies are cute, but okay, I
Yeah.
can't.
No, you can. You can. Try hard. Try hard to have another baby. A negative. You shouldn't, baby. You shouldn't lose weight. You look perfect. You are perfect. So it's not necessary for you
Thank
to
you.
go on a diet. No, you look wonderful. Okay?
Oh, thank
Patricia,
you.
Patricia, listen to me. You should forgive people. It will give you peace. It's always necessary to let people go, right? So it's necessary to forgive people. Patricia, you shouldn't work on weekends. Take some time to rest too. Not everything in life is work, work, work. as the sun. Okay, so
Yeah.
Okay.
we covered the first exercise, but there is some vocabulary that you probably don't understand. Well, buy a new car, it's simple. Where on weekends, visit is granny. You know what the word granny is?
Grandma.
That's right, it's like saying abuelita. Go on vacation, be careful. Some people say vacation, vacation. When my students say vacation in the classroom, I say vacation and then potreration. That's the way I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vacation.
Be careful with vacation.
And in vacation in singular because many people say vacations
All
or
right, but
vacations.
it's vay.
Yeah.
Vacation. Go on vacation.
Vacation.
Well, by Balotto, it's a game. Have another baby, lose weight is bajar de peso. Change his moods. Do you understand change his mood or change your mood?
Attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Humor.
Mhm.
That's right. It's always in a bad mood, bad tempered. Entonces
Mhm.
cambiar su genio, ¿no? Cambiar el genio. Wear serious shoes, ponerse zapaticos serios.
Mhm.
Go to the doctor, tell lies, decir mentiras. Be a good man. Be a good man is like portarse bien. When you say to a child, be a good boy, it's like saying, portate bien. Be a good girl, portate bien. That's what we say to a girl or to a boy. Watch his car, it's logical. Take things easily. Es como tomar las cosas con tranquilidad,
Con
tomar la
calma.
vida.
Yeah.
Sí, tomar la vida con calma. Ignore bad comments. Es como ignorar lo que diga la gente. Ignore bad comments. Go to church, ir a la iglesia. Change his ways or change your ways. Is that clear?
Yeah.
What is that in Spanish, Diego? Change your ways.
Literal es cambiar tus caminos, tus rutas, tus medios, podría ser. Cambiar
Okay,
como
but
tus
change your
estrategias.
ways.
Sí, pero ya
Okay.
sería como cambiar estrategias, como
Okay,
ah,
listen. Change your ways es como cambiar sus modales. Cambiar sus modales. When we say change your ways, cambia sus modales. Maybe you are
okay.
rude. Maybe you are a snitch. That's heavy. Snitch. And forget people. Forgive people. Es
Forgive.
perdonar a las
Perdonar.
personas. Okay, that's right. So this is the end of this wonderful exercise. We switched roles and we did it in a great way. Now, this time we are going to concentrate on Henry. This is another exercise, and let's read what this is about. Well, the exercise 2, Henry is cooking a meal. Give him some useful advice. Use you should or you shouldn't. And the notes in the box. There are 7 notes here in this box. So if you want to take all the notes, you use all the notes. If you want to take 4 or 5, it's okay, right? It's your point of view. It's your opinion, what you're going to give Henry, okay? So in 3-4 minutes, give some advice for Henry using you should or you shouldn't. Please proceed. 3-4 minutes. Okay, Diego, you ready to give more advice to Henry?
Not yet, teacher.
Not yet. Wow, you're very slow today. No problem, Diego. No problem. No
The-
problem. Take your time. Vivi, you ready for your advice?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so we listen to your advice. Action.
Okay, for Henry. Okay, you shouldn't leave the meat on in the oven for more than an hour. You should cut the
Okay.
onions as small as possible. You should use fresh herb and fresh vegetables. You
Okay.
shouldn't put in too much salt or pepper.
Mm-hmm.
You should let the water boil, and you should
Mm-hmm.
heat the oven before you put the meat in. And you should cut the meat into four equal slices.
Thank you for your advice, Vivi. Patricia, give Henry some advice.
Okay. Um, Harry should use fresh earth and fresh vegetables. He should let the water boil before you put that meat in. She shouldn't, don't,
He shouldn't.
don't, he
No,
shouldn't,
he shouldn't.
don't,
Or
he
no,
shouldn't,
don't use don't. So you shouldn't put.
sorry. He shouldn't, he shouldn't leave the meat in the oven for more than 1 hour. Harry shouldn't put in too much salt or pepper.
Okay, thank
I
you.
am not sure.
Yeah, that's correct. But for negative, for don't, number 1 and 4 is you shouldn't. You shouldn't leave the meat and you shouldn't put in too much salt or pepper.
It's not
Diego, give
necessary to.
Henry.
yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Okay. Henry shouldn't leave the meat in the oven for
but
more than one.
you tell him you. You should or you shouldn't. Talk to him.
Shouldn't,
Yes,
shouldn't.
you. You shouldn't.
You shouldn't leave the meat in the oven for more than 1 hour. You cut the onion
You
as
should.
small as possible. You should cut the onions as small as possible. You should use fresh herbs and fresh vegetables. You shouldn't put in too much salt or pepper. You should let the water boil before you put the veggies into. You heat the oven before you put the meat in.
You should.
And and uh, you should cut the meat into 4 equal slices.
Okay, perfect. That's your advice. Now listen to mine. Maybe they are different. Henry, you should leave the meat in the oven for more than 1 hour. Henry, you shouldn't cut the onions as small as possible. Henry, you should use fresh herbs and fresh vegetables. 4. Henry, you shouldn't put in too much salt or pepper. 5. Henry, you should let the water boil before you put the veggies into it. 6. Henry, you shouldn't heat the oven before you put the meat in. Henry, 7. You shouldn't cut the meat into 4 equal slices. You should cut the meat into 8 equal slices. Okay, my friends, so in this exercise we had the opportunity to give our some advice or make suggestions to Henry when he's cooking. Now, the next exercise is going to be a little bit more demanding. Take a look at these three exercises. What should people take into account when? Now, this time is in general, as you can see. It's not Henry, it's not the teacher, it's not Vivi, it's not Diego, it's not Patricia, etc. It's in general. What should people consider? What should people take into account? ¿Qué debe la gente tener en cuenta cuando? What should people take into account when they travel by plane, when they drink liquor, when they buy a used car, when they use credit cards, when they get married, when they take a test, when it's raining, when they speak by phone, when they eat lunch, when they have problems, when they drive a bike, when they cross the street, when they take a taxi, when they go shopping, and when they prepare a test. Well, I am going to give each one of you a row. A row is una fila. Row number 1 is for Diego. Row
Okay.
number 1 is travel by plane and ends in getting married. Row 2 is for Vivi from take a test and finish in health problems. And Patricia, you start from driving a bike and you finish with preparing a test. You are going to give positive, one positive, and one negative. You can use should and you can use shouldn't, all right? So it means that everybody is going to write 10 sentences. And for this exercise, as it is more demanding, you try to expand more information. For this, for this we have 10 minutes to complete the exercise, okay? So please proceed. One affirmative and one negative. Please proceed. Okay, ready, Vivi?
Ready.
Ready, Diego?
Yes, teacher.
Ready, Patricia?
No, but you can start.
All right, you can complete the exercise while the other students are reading their exercise. Okay, we listen to you, Vivi. Advice for the first row.
Okay. People should study hard when they're going to take a test, but they should go to sleep early.
Okay,
Okay, number two. Uh, People shouldn't use umbrella all the time when it's raining. They should feel the fresh water sometimes. It's nice.
wow, walk in the rain.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Next. People shouldn't speak by phone when they have visitors.
Uh-huh.
Um, People, family should eat lunch together. That's great for family understanding and union. And
Uh-huh.
the last one is people shouldn't get drunk when they have a problem. What they need to do is to focus and find a solution.
Perfect. Okay. Now, Diego, you give some advice to those in those cases.
Okay. People should travel by plane because it's faster. People shouldn't travel by plane if they are afraid of highest. Um, People shouldn't drink liquor because it's dangerous. People should drink liquor with good measure.
Uh-huh.
People should buy a used car because it's cheaper. People shouldn't buy a used car because can be some problems. People should use credit cards because that increase his credit score. People shouldn't use credit cards if they are compulsive buyers. People should get married after they are 30 years old. People shouldn't get married just a requisite.
That's a
Requisite.
requisite, yeah,
Requisite.
requirement.
Requisite. Yeah, requisite or requirement.
A
Yeah.
requirement. Okay. Patricia, your turn.
Okay. I want to know that motorcycles is in general, or
Yeah.
I must use people for all.
Yeah, use people for all because it's general.
Oh, motorcycle is not correct in the plural. Okay. People should drive a bike with the protective helmet.
Uh-huh.
People shouldn't drive a bike so fast.
Yes.
People should cross the street carefully.
Uh-huh.
People should cross the street slowly.
That's right.
And people should take a taxi from short place.
Uh-huh.
People shouldn't take a taxi in the street because it's dangerous.
Uh-huh.
No more. I don't have more.
You have no more. Okay, good. So these are good suggestions and you're giving some good advice too. Okay, but probably you misunderstood some of the exercise, but it's correct. For example, Diego, you used in every example travel by plane, drink liquor, buy a used car, use credit cards, and get married. The idea was when they travel by plane, for example, people should arrive at the airport 2 hours before the trip. Okay,
Oh yeah.
and do not mention exactly travel by plane. Travel people should travel by plane because it's faster. This is what you said, right?
Yeah. Oh,
And another one, people shouldn't get at the airport 30 minutes before the trip or before the flight because they can lose the flight. People shouldn't drive when they drink liquor, okay, and these things.
okay.
Well, but I could observe that you have no problem in trying to give solutions or trying to give your opinions on something. That's correct. And finally, we have some reading exercises. This time, exercise 4. We are going to solve 3 problems. Problem number 1 is for Diego. Diego, please take a picture of this slide so you have the information. The problem for you is Polly.
Okay.
Please take a picture.
Yes.
Now, Bibi. Bibi, your problem is Jason's company. Take a picture of this one. And Patricia, your problem is Sarah's 24-year-old son. Take a picture of this one too. Well, exercise 4. These problems come from a newspaper column where people write in with a problem and other members of the public give their advice. Read the problems. What advice would you give? Let's read. The first part of the exercise is reading. So, Diego, please read your problem.
Okay. Polly is 47. She is single and her children have left home. She is very successful in her career and has a lot of friends, but she isn't satisfied. She longs to change her life. She wants to live abroad, paint, and write poetry, but her friends tell her she should stop being silly and act her age.
Any problem with vocabulary, Diego?
Silly, being silly, and at her age.
Silly, silly
Silly,
is like tonta.
tonta. Okay.
Uh-huh. No more?
Uh, no more, teacher.
Good. Bibi, can you please read your problem?
Okay. Um, must I be a slave to my mobile? Jason's company had bought him a mobile phone. They want him to keep it on all the time, so that they contact him anywhere, anytime. He dislikes the idea of always being available, and he hates the way people use mobiles to have private conversation in public.
Any problem with vocabulary?
No, no problem.
Good. Patricia, will you please read your problem?
Teacher in the baby? Oh,
Please,
I
yeah,
can read.
read the problem.
Okay. Should I send my son out? Sarah's 24 year old son lives at home, stays in bed till late, and watches TV all day. He bites and sells drums. He is clever, but dropped out of school. He has never had a job. His father wants to drop him up, but Sarah worries that he could get further into drums and end up in prison.
Impression. Okay. Any problem with vocabulary?
I am not sure drugs.
Drugs is drogas.
Mhm. He dropped is topado or
Yeah.
okay.
He dropped out of school. Se salió del colegio. Se salió.
Mm, yeah, no more.
Okay.
Numbers.
Now, as the final exercise is, what advice would you give? So please give them possible solutions and saying, in my opinion, you think, in my opinion, I think, or I don't think you should, I think you should. You can start these statements by saying it personally. In my opinion, I think you should. In my opinion, I don't think you should. All right? Give solution to the problem you have. If you have one solution, express your solution. If you have two options or three options, right? Please, in 3-4 minutes, give solution to the problem you have. Proceed.
Tutor, I'm sorry I have to go. My students are waiting for me.
Okay, so you do it for next session, okay?
Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
No, pues una charla ahí de manipulación de alimentos, ya, pues para, ya no sé, con manipulación.
Okay, Diego, here's your problem. Uh-oh, this is your problem, Polly. Oh, well, what solution can you give her?
Uh, Polly, you should do what you want. You are single and you have good projects, and shouldn't you should ignore bad comments about your from your friends.
Keep going. Keep looking forward to the future. Keep walking ahead. That's your advice, right?
Yeah.
Good. Patricia, let's listen to your advice.
Teacher, I only one.
Sure, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay, from my point of view, Sarah
Should
um, should no, drop it. Come, what is drop? Drop.
drop is ellipse.
Yes, drop of the school. Ah, pero su hijo, ella no debería sacar.
No, what is the solution?
I don't finish the quest. The yes,
You did not finish?
yes.
Okay, in 1 minute, complete the advice, please. And we can say goodbye. Take 1 more minute and complete your idea.
Teacher.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next week, I cannot participate in the classes.
Neither of them?
No, because on Monday, I'll have a funeral, and on Wednesday, I'll have a vicariate meeting. It's the meeting with the priest and the bishop. And on
Wow.
Monday, I have a funeral because the funeral here is really strange.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Many.
funeral is planning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is celebrated about 20 or 30 days after the death. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Long,
It's
long
a
burial
strange, but it's interesting use of,
ceremony.
yeah, yeah. Because the funeral is like a party. The family, yeah,
Celebrate.
the family prepare invitation cards. Commonly, the whole family buy the same clothes and the same cloth for the dead person. The evening before the funeral service, um, there is the wake service, the vigil. In there,
Yeah.
the family is expecting for the greeting of the friends. The place is decorated with some pictures of the dead person. There are some dances and songs.
Wow, it's a
And
celebration.
yeah, and that service finished with the big dinner for all people. Yeah, and the
Wow.
next day
Diego,
is
you have to
sorry.
take me there. Take me there someday.
Yes, yeah, it's really interesting.
Invite.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen, Patricia. Patricia, please, read your advice for Sarah's 24-year-old son.
I I try finish my answer. From my point of view, Sarah should drop out her son of a school because it would be worse.
It would be worse, so it's a negative, shouldn't. She
Yes, it's
shouldn't let her son be out from school. But solution in this case, I think that it can be oriented because the major problem is that her husband wants to throw his son out. So I think, in my opinion, Sarah should be in agreement with her husband to throw the son out.
Mhm.
That's what I would say, and that's what I would tell Sarah. Well, I'm going to stop sharing the slides so we can say goodbye. Okay, I'm back here. Okay, Diego, time is over. It's time to say goodbye. Please say goodbye and how you felt today.
Okay, thank you, and I feel really good. Thank you, teacher, for your patience and your time sharing with us.
Okay, see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, teacher. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah,
thank you.
it's a pity you can't be here next sessions.
Yeah.
Patricia, say how you felt and say goodbye.
Okay, today I feel very good because I understand mm, many things about the shoot. Thanks, teacher, for your patient. Thanks, Diego, for to
Okay.
share with me. And no more.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Patri.
So thank you for being here.
Bye
Have a
bye.
nice day.
Okay. Bye
Goodbye.
bye. Thank you so much.
All right, see you.
Okay. See ya.
Goodbye.